Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatharine Panchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya evacha Patithanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasati Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. In Vrindavan, the bhav, or the feeling of prem or love between the devotee and Krishna and with Krishna in the center, the devotees with each other, is a love of union in separation. We heard beautiful, heartfelt expressions of dedication, gratitude, and loving surrender, saranagati, for His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada, by these exalted and very dear speakers this evening. It was in 1967, I believe, just a year and a half after Srila Prabhupada got off that cargo ship in New York City. He didn't know a single person. He had no money. On the cargo ship of 38 days across 2 oceans and 3 continents, he had already reached 70 years old, had heart attacks, and yet his burning compassion impelled him to give his heart, his soul, to help others to understand that we are all eternal souls. We are all beyond birth and death. It is our nature. And that Krishna is the supreme, all beautiful, all merciful, all loving personality of Godhead, who is the ultimate object of everyone's love. And by awakening that love that is dormant within our heart, we can cherish the true happiness of life, the life of the soul. And by the chanting of Krishna's names, kirtan, by the association of saintly people, satsang, by hearing the divine message of Krishna's Leelas and Krishna's teachings, Harikatha, this love is awakened. It is not considered what one's material qualifications or disqualifications are. Because spiritually, this is our true potential. All that is required is a sincere and earnest heart to receive the grace of Krishna through his loving devotees. At that time, he had just a small following. The senior-most people had hardly been practicing bhakti for a year. Mostly people in their early 20s or late teens. Srila Prabhupada gave them so much. He was our mother, our father, our brother, our sister, our everything, our guide, our guru. In some places where there was only one bathroom and devotees were lined up to take a shower, Prabhupada would just stand behind them and wait in line. And devotees didn't even have the culture to put him in the front of the line and he didn't object. He just gave us the time to actually understand what the culture of respect in Vaishnavism is. You see, Srila Prabhupada never demanded respect. He commanded respect. Because of how much he gave, because of his wisdom, because of the power of his love, and because of what he was giving, was so deep and so transforming to people's lives. It was out of love and gratitude that we learn to respect him and honor him. And these devotees, what he gave them was the most precious treasure and the only thing that was really meaningful to truly live for in life. And then Srila Prabhupada had a stroke and his health really deteriorated. This was 10 years before the incident that Bhakti Charu Maharaj told us, these leelas. And Srila Prabhupada said to the devotees, I will go to Vrindavan. And Srimati Radharani and Krishna, when I am in Vrindavan, they will decide whether I should remain with you in this world or whether they want me to whether they take me back home, back to Godhead. He said, what better place for me to regain my health than my home, Vrindavan? And what better place for me to depart from this world than Vrindavan? Whatever Krishna desires. This was quite revolutionary. Because we were used to reading about yogis who could fly and who could do all mystic things and who could just leave this world whenever they decided to leave. But Srila Prabhupada was teaching us the yoga of love. The yoga of love is Sharanagati, that I am Krishna's. Whenever Krishna wants me to go, I am his. And however long Krishna wants me to remain, I am his. When Srila Prabhupada was at the airport, the group of devotees were weeping and crying. Some of them were only for a few months, but they have surrendered their lives in those few months. They were crying, what are we going to do if you leave us? And Srila Prabhupada explained that if I am chanting Krishna's names and you are chanting Hare Krishna, we are always together. Nothing can separate us. Vani and Vapu. The Vapu is the physical body. The Vani is the message and the grace that the physical body is instrumental to bestow upon the world. For those who are sincere, the Vani, the instruction and the grace that comes through that is between the souls, with Krishna in the center. And nothing can separate us on the spiritual level. But when the physical body is either in a distant place, within this world or beyond this world, the feeling of separation from that sacred medium by which we could receive love and give love is one of the greatest pains in all of existence. But because that pain is built on the foundation of truth, that we are all eternal souls and we are all forever together in bhakti, in Krishna's grace, then that pain is ecstasy, because it's an expression of love. Krishna lived in Vrindavan for hardly 10.5 years before he went to Mathura and Dwarka. When Uddhava came to Vrindavan as a messenger of Krishna from Mathura, Krishna sent Uddhava because he was his closest, most intimate relative and friend, in constant association with Krishna. They would sit together, they would eat together, they would lay down together and talk, they would joke together. Krishna would ask advice, Uddhava would ask advice. They were deep friends. But when Uddhava saw the gopis headed by Sri Radha, and the gopas, Subal, Sridama, Stoka Krishna, Sudama, and the elders, Nanda, Yashoda, they were constantly crying for Krishna, constantly waiting for Krishna to return. The gopis would make garlands all day long with the hope that Krishna would return that day. When Uddhava saw the nature of the Brijvasi's love in separation from Krishna, he realized Krishna is most with them, and they are most with Krishna. He realized that his love was insignificant, although he was a constant association prayed to be a little shrub near Govardhan Hill, so that someday, with the hope that the gopas and the gopis would step on his head with their feet, and then he would also be affected by the kind of love that they have. Union in separation. In feelings of separation, when it is connected on that spiritual platform, it is the deepest, most profound union. When our loved one is before our eyes, our heart our love pours from our heart out toward our beloved. But when our beloved is not physically there, on this spiritual platform, our love goes deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper within. And Krishna embraces us intimately within. And similarly, Krishna's representative, the Guru, who is the manifestation of Krishna's divine grace, will always reciprocate with us. His Holiness Sachinandan Swami, Arjun Prabhu, Bhakti Charu Swami, Burijan Prabhu, all of these devotees who we have heard and seen tonight, they did wonderful service for Srila Prabhupada when he was physically present. But they have done thousands of times more service with even deeper love in separation. Union in separation. The Tirobhav, the disappearance day of Srila Prabhupada, it is a day to meditate upon what he has given us, who he was. It is a day to cry in separation. But those tears are offerings of love to celebrate the union that we forever have with him, and through him with Sri Sri Radha Govinda in Vrindavan. It is a day of prayer. It is a day of reevaluating our priorities in life. And it is also a day of a very bittersweet celebration. So let us celebrate. Srila Prabhupada's greatest happiness was when we were happy, chanting Krishna's name together and dancing. So let us have a beautiful kirtan, singing from our heart of hearts, crying out Krishna's name and offering every limb of our body and every emotion of our heart and our very soul itself in Sankirtan. Please.